the Democratic Governor of California, Gavin Newsom, recently made a significant impact on the international stage at the prestigious Munich Security Conference. He launched a scathing attack against United States President Donald Trump, explicitly challenging the president's policies and leadership on critical global issues, particularly climate change. Newsom's remarks were not just a critique, they were a direct call to action, urging leaders and citizens alike to confront what he described as a destructive presidency. With presidential ambitions for 2028 already widely attributed to him, Newsom's outspoken stance in Munich underscored his emerging role as a prominent voice within the Democratic Party and a potential future contender for the White House. During a discussion focused on climate policy, Governor Newsom didn't mince words, describing President Trump's tenure as merely temporary. He stated, and we quote, "Donald Trump is temporary, he will be gone in 3 years," end quote. This assertion set the tone for Newsom's argument that the current climate policies of the United States administration would, therefore, also be of a temporary nature. This framing suggests that the current direction is a fleeting deviation rather than a permanent shift, implying a future return to more environmentally conscious governance. The California governor further asserted that never before in the history of the United States had there been a president more destructive to environmental and climate protection than the current incumbent. He accused President Trump of actively attempting to turn back the clock, specifically aiming to revert to the 19th century by seeking to abolish all climate policy regulations. This rhetoric highlights a fundamental disagreement over the role of government in environmental stewardship and the scientific consensus on climate change. Newsom specifically criticized the recent decision by the United States Environmental Protection Agency to withdraw its scientific assessment regarding the dangers of greenhouse gases. This particular move is crucial because this scientific evaluation had been central to numerous climate protection measures across the United States. Newsom vividly reminded the audience of the tangible human costs, citing how people suffer from poor air quality, an increase in devastating wildfires, and more frequent and severe floods. He emphasized that these are not just environmental problems, but also significant financial risks, pointing to the widespread devastation witnessed repeatedly. Echoing an earlier appearance at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, Governor Newsom reiterated his plea for people to finally stand up to President Trump. He urged that Trump must be held accountable, declaring, and we quote, "We must stand up, corporate leaders must stand up, the people must stand up," end quote. Newsom also levied a serious accusation alleging that President Trump had posted racist content on social media, emphasizing, "and that is, the President of the United States." In Davos, Newsom had previously voiced his concern over what he perceived as a widespread submissive attitude towards Trump, even among European heads of government. He had called for an end to complicity and a display of backbone, stating then, and we quote, "It is time to get serious and end the complicity. It is time to stand up, be steadfast, and show backbone," end quote. These consistent statements underscore his firm resolve and his ambition to challenge not only Trump's policies, but also the perceived global acceptance of them. Newsom's assertive stance in Munich positions him as a strong voice for the Democratic Party and a potential future candidate for the presidential election in 2028. His international engagements serve to elevate his profile and project his policy positions on a global scale. Notably, German Chancellor Friedrich Merz also intended to meet with the 58-year-old governor in Munich, a development that is unlikely to be welcomed by President Trump's team. This meeting further highlights Newsom's growing international political significance, and the increasing attention he garners as a leading figure in American politics. Stay tuned for more updates on this developing story. This video was generated using artificial intelligence. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more updates. See you next time.